Yeah. So frequently I'll just stop, pause, and just continue because the Zoom session, it seems that the recording is not allowing just a long period of like a session. So every 25 minutes or 15 minutes, I'll pause and continue again. So yeah, I hope you understand that. And I want to share the one, syllabus I have. Yeah, during this office hour, if you guys have any question, yeah, don't hesitate, just interrupt me. All right. So you see the screen, right? All right. So this is a 3-credit course. My email and the phone number is here. So um, you can send me email or call me, but this is office hour. I just go back and forth from office because there's a work at home, order still valid. So, but I will hold the virtual office hour every Tuesday, 9 a.m. through June. Zoom ID, meeting ID, and the password will be keeping uh, until the end of the course for this summer. So you guys could use it for this office hour. And for other office hour, if you really want to ask me or just want to discuss with me, then just set up the separate appointment. That must be just through email or Zoom, yeah. But you should be available by appointment. Okay, and just for this course is more like undergraduate senior level. The 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 basic statistics. Have you guys eh, you guys have anyone who took the basic statistics course or AP statistics course? Anyone? No? Yeah, I have to know that.
No.
No, okay. Then yeah. If you have that experience, then it'll be very easy for this course. But yeah, but no problem with that. Okay, so it is mainly to demonstrate like basic like a statistical techniques. Statistics is to make a testing using the statistics measure. So, but not only just to do the testing for the data, we want to interpret into the language I want to show, right? So for example, you guys, you will apply for the CSD, the program, but using the statistics, you have to interpret into like a language of like a CSD, So simply, it is like a connection between the data and the specific area of your interest. Okay, for me, I mean, I'm more biased to the like a statistics field. I might not speaking the same language of you guys. Sometimes, I'll give you a funny the experience. When I started like this job like 11 yeah, like around 10 years ago, I was like a fresh the PhD graduate. I fully just confident on the statistic part, you know. And then I tried to consult with the physician at the Capilani, and then they talk about like a whole alien languages, like throwing out, oh, listen, this is, oh, I was just so messed up at the time. And I tried to talk my language, and the physician tried to talk his language. and we couldn't find any just agreement between us. And I, at, after those experience, I realized that the statistics is not just make a method work or just testing the data. It will be more important to connect you know the data, the numbers from the data to the real world situation. you know that's the beauty of the whole the statistics area. So um yeah, the working at this field is pretty much uh it needs a lot of like experience, but uh I feel that it's connecting that area to other specific area is pretty much uh yeah, I feel that that's a reward and a very, very worthwhile. And I know some people say, "Oh yeah, statistics just using the number, just run the data and then get the result, and then that's it." Oh yeah, you could say that, but to run the data, we need a lot of steps. We need a lot of things to be considered, and even with the result, we don't know whether the result is a valid or not. And to interpret the result in your language, then we have to understand it clearly about the studies and those the contents for the data. So there are a lot of like a different perspective and different view for statistics, but goal of this course and my expectation for you guys, when you take this course, on the completion of this course, at least you should be able to describe the statistical ideas or some method you learned from this course, and you guys can utilize that to interpret the result into your language. That's it, right? So I'll share uh, the articles and paper for each chapter. You guys you already maybe you already checked the module. Every session I will upload those papers or articles. Then the I selected those the articles and papers because each chapter contents will be connected to the particular corresponding the paper, right? So if you read a paper, then you will see that how the statistic will be used for particular type of like a subject area. Mainly this one is related to healthcare, the paper. Yeah. So since you guys are into this area, then yeah, they'll be more familiar with than the other subject area, the people. So I just I'll just keep uploading those articles and the papers. So please check uh, those uploaded material. Then you will see that how the statistics will be applied. Then it's pretty much it'll be useful for interpretation. And why just paper and the article? Because we have to follow the formal written, like a scientific written, the languages, the sentences, how they just describe it. There are certain like a type of formal language we have to use for the paper. It's not just we're saying, oh yeah, there should be just significant, but we have to be more rigorous to say something about statistics. So you will see that when you read a paper, uh, yeah, if you keep reading a papers, then you will see the pattern of how they describe it, right? So I hope you to catch that upon completion of this course. Yeah, and but I do not ask you guys run the data by yourself and analyze the data by yourself as well. Okay, the level of this course is not requiring for you to analyze the data by yourself. Okay, it will take a lot of time to run the data. I know there are tons of like YouTube or other lessons or clips to teach you how to run the data, but I hope you to understand just running itself is not the core part of statistics. The more important thing is you need to prepare the data, and you have to interpret the data, interpret the result from the running. Analyzing data, analyzing everyone can. Honestly speaking, everyone can do it if you check the YouTube or any other, the teaching material. Just click it. Few clicks will show the result, right? And the type of few comment, it will show the result. But what are you gonna do with the result? And then how you get the result? And then what's the data you obtained? Those things is a very preparation work before running any data. So maybe you guys be interested in like running data and just analyzing data by yourself. Then consider to apply to other graduate program. Our graduate program, yeah, our graduate program is we just train those quantitative health science the student. Just run data, analyze the data, like working as like a biostatistician, data analyst, a data scientist, those type of like a job categories. Okay. All right. So this is a course objective I have, and the required book. It's a Munro's the statistical method and for healthcare research. It seems as if there still have like a 6th edition. You could purchase this one through the Amazon, but there must be some option for ebook. Yeah, you consider to purchase using the electronic version of the book, not PDF file. Then you can see that the textbook quickly. And I'll add a journal articles for each module session. And all class activities will be announced through the Laulima. So frequently check the Laulima for any announcement, for any update. Yeah, so Laulima has everything. And this is a course schedule. So from today to August 4th, I'll get through the whole like 10 modules. It should be the 10 weeks, and the final week is just for final exam. There's a no session. But for this 10 weeks, for each module, for each week, you're gonna have like a quiz. I'm sorry, the department chair for the CSD required me to to give out the every week's like a quiz or test. Yeah, so you guys will have a quiz every week. But the thing is, through this office hour, I'll give you a lot of hints, and good information. I'm not giving you any answer, but I'll give you, as much as I can as a teacher. So if you guys, I hope you guys catch those ideas and take the test. But the test itself, no, quiz itself, is a limited the submission time is limited, so you can only submit at one time, right? Just one time. That means you have to be very careful for submission. You maybe through the internet, maybe the internet connection problems, or Laulima has like some maintenance hours. You have to consider that. It's your responsibility, right? But what I can do is I allow certain time frame. Maybe for example, like Wednesday to next Tuesday, something like that. Then I'll set up like a 1 week or just 5 days window for you to take the quiz. But during the time frame, you guys can take the quiz anytime. But once you start, you have to finish in like a 30 minutes or 40 minutes when I just assign to finish it within the certain time. Okay. You see that the how the quiz is working. So the quiz itself is all through the Laulima. If you go to the test and the quiz session, the menu, then you guys can take it. Every quiz problem should be multiple choice, right? So there's no like a subject, yeah, the response. It's just multiple choice. So yeah, mostly within the 30 minutes. Yeah. So once you start, then yeah, I'll hope you to finish and to submit your answer in 30 minutes. Yeah, you will see after taking just a quiz 1, then you will see how this is working. I have to mention this one. Do not share the quiz question and your answer with others. You know, that's yeah. You guys already have the get through the whole the college years, and yeah, I don't need to mention that again, but yeah, as a policy, I have to I have to emphasize on those uh, you don't cheat anything on the quiz or test. Okay, but everything is open book. You guys can check the material website, anything, but I don't think you guys need a lot of time, enough time to check this and this and this and this through the website. Okay, so study before the quiz and check. At least you have to check the slide and the point we're gonna mention. I'm gonna mention on this office hour. Okay, quiz will be just 10 questions for each quiz. So yeah, so each quiz have a 5%. So total 50% of this the course evaluation is for quiz. So quiz is, I think, is a main part of this course. Final is a 30%, but final, I'm not gonna give you out the fancy problem. It's a totally difficult problem. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just massage the quiz problems a little bit, slightly, but yeah, previously some students complained to me, "Oh, you said that you're not going to change the question from quiz." No, I didn't say that. I'll change slightly. Maybe the definition of the slightly changing may be different from your perspective and my perspective, but I'm not going to give you out like a very any difficult question or any calculation problem to you, just slightly changing from the quiz. Okay, so if you work hard every week and no problem with the quiz answering the quiz, then I guess it'll be okay for final. Yeah, maybe if you guys request, I can do the like any those type any like a review session right before the final, right? Just let me know if you guys need it. But as you see, the course topics, we're gonna cover until like a chapter 17. It's gonna be very busy. So every chapter, it's not only one chapter. For this week, we're gonna cover like a chapter 2 and 3, right? And for certain chapters, cover like a 2 chapters or 1 chapter. So it's gonna be a very busy week, and for this summer session, right? In terms of course topic, starting from the basic of the understanding of the data to the regression and the explanatory factor analysis. For final week, this is more like mm, special additional topic. I don't, yeah, I think right before this module, I'll ask you guys whether you guys want to do any review session instead of that the topics, or you want to continue that topic as the syllabus is listed. Yeah, I'll ask you at the when we have that time. Okay. Usually we learn we you guys will learn up to like a linear regression. That's the yeah, basic the senior level of like a statistics topics. So if you get through the whole things, and then you're gonna learn about all different types of the testings, the evaluation method, and the understanding about statistic and the result. Okay, and applying to the journal or applying to your the research, and the mainly statistics is for the research. The research is collecting the data, right? And so what are you going to do with the data? You're going to summarize into like a statistics, right? You're not going to give out some number. Oh, I collected data. Oh yeah, just average of this one is this one. Yeah. Then you have to be, more than just providing the summary statistics. So that in that sense, collecting data, before collecting data, you have to set up your research question precisely to address the question using the data set, right? And that means your research question should be quantifiable. I mean, it should be you should be have a quantitative measure to just assess to address your research question. Your research question maybe it'll be maybe just a more in abstract way. Oh, I can see the improvement of like a drug effect or something. Yeah, you could do that. But to test your research question, you have to set up in a more specific hypothesis to be tested, right? So those things that you will learn from the early chapters. But and then after chapters moving on, then I'll tell you what for certain types of data, you guys need a certain types of testing method. So it's like a matching, for this type of question, and you guys will need this type of data, and then you guys will need this type of method to evaluate, statistical method, right? So I'm going to show you different types of the statistical method, and everything I told you the online. This is a pure online, right? So everything is will be uploaded to Laulima. So frequently check the Laulima the regularly, and the grading is from the A+ to the C+. I don't. Yeah, minimum required to pass the course. I didn't set this one. The department set this. It should be B-. Okay, 80%. So yeah, just keep this in mind to pass the course. And for submission of the quiz or final exam, so check this the rules. Don't wait until last minute, right? Last minute, doing something on last minute always have a problem. Maybe it's too late to send me the email. Oh, Dr. An, I just tried to send it, but I have a glitches on internet. But I can see that when you submit it and when you answer it, everything is on Laulima as a teaching mode, right? You know what to do, right? If you have if you experience some problems with the test or quiz, it's a real internet problem or something, then just take a screenshot, right? The screenshot should reveal like the time you started, and then the time on the screen, and the date also, yeah, please let me know, right? Then I'll try to just adjust or just correct any problem that, but certain problem of like Laoli myself, I cannot handle it. The Laolima people should take care of it. Maybe they have some maintenance hours or something, but I cannot do. I cannot fix that, right? So on the top of the Laolima, when they have like a maintenance hours or something, then they will give out the notice, right? So check that too, all right? And I think this is it for the syllabus. So if you have any question, yeah, please let me know. Then I'll move on to the textbook material. Clear? Right? Then on the syllabus, I skipped the chapter 1. But chapter 1, I feel that this is a basic part. But you don't have to worry about like a definition of a certain things. In real like a data analysis, it may not be used quite frequently for those the definition. So that's why I skipped the chapter 1. But if I show the chapter 1 material, yeah, this is more like introducing about research and the statistics in the healthcare area. And yeah, historical note is there is many the interesting the stories in there. You know the Nightingale, the nurse, the British, and in 18 something, she used the statistics. You know, this I was amazed to read that the article. She used the statistic to the treatment for the like a wounded soldier and the other people. So I think she's a genius. So it's understanding why, you know, the statistics needed for the research. So you guys, if you have a time, just read this chapter 1 article. Mainly what we're gonna do is, so yeah, I'll just want to highlight it. So the statistics is consists of 2 different main topic. First one is like a descriptive, and another one is explanatory and the inferential statistics. All right. So descriptive is just it just describe about your data set. You know, for example, it's like how many, you know, yeah, using this table 1, what's the percent for the currently married, never married, divorced, separated, widowed. So it will tell talking about like a whole the percentages over here. So it's describing about your statistic. We can't tell each individual data. So we need a summary of the data. So that's the thing about like a descriptive statistic. Not only the percentage or just counts, we also utilize some average, standard deviation, median, mode, yeah, something like the descriptive statistic. But inferential statistic is to make us some inference, you know. So we want to figure out like the some association or relationship between certain factor and the variable. Then we're gonna make some test. We're gonna use some inferential statistics to confirm that that association was significant or not. All right. So it's different than making just descriptive statistics, right? Descriptive statistics should show that, yeah, I have this data. I summarize it. The average is this one, and the standard deviation this one. But inferential statistic is we start to make a meaningful like interpretation of like comparing the data set with this group and another group. Is to make it just inference, right? To figure out like some association or relationship. So the main goal is this one. For example, when we just take do the research on the drug efficacy, then we're gonna collect the people. It's all the clinical trials. There is some control group and the intervention group. Who will take a placebo, and someone will take like a real drug, right? Then we're gonna compare the outcome. That's the inferential. Then eventually we're gonna say, oh, that drug is quite effective compared to control group, right? That's a sort of like an inferential statistic. So that's the primary goal. And yeah, so it's beyond the inferential statistics. Eventually we're gonna use the data to predict in the control studies for using the inferential statistics as well. So read this one. Just read, and then that's just for your information. And I'm not giving you this one for quiz or anything, but for your information, because this is basic. And for table 1.2 is showing that the relationship between the regular exercise, yes or no, versus receive the flu vaccination or not, right? So now we start talking about like a relationship between exercise status and the flu vaccination status, right? So we're gonna show that, oh, yeah, regular exercise more and more, then we have some like a less vaccination or something. But what we're gonna do is we describe this one, but we have to confirm that whether this association or relationship is a significant or not, right? Even though you see that, oh, we have like a 41% of people has a like a vaccination for among the exercise group, but 51.9% they had no vaccination, right? But whether this difference is significant or not, we have to confirm it, right? It seems that, yeah, just around like a 3%, maybe that's not that small, but we don't know whether that's a significantly different or not. So we're going to utilize the statistics to show it whether this one is a significantly different or not. Okay. Yeah. So note here saying, oh, a chi-square measure p-value is less than 0.18, and it's not statistically significant. So this one is already get through the statistics and the analysis, and provide that, oh, not statistically significant. Okay. And you're gonna learn, oh, why chi-square p is less than or equal to 0.18, why this is not significant. Okay. And the data source, yeah, just notify that. And for 10 steps of research, the building a research plan or study plan, then check it. It's for your information. Yeah, so it's continue about the study plan.